The announcements are last week the fire department and Fargo Cass Public Health hosted Play Safe to Be Safe program with child care providers. The program taught fire safety and also provided educational materials and continuing educational credits. The fire department also concluded drills in the downtown Heartland apartments. The buildings are going to be torn down later this year, and they provided excellent training opportunities for fire crews. They did not start them on fire, but they did other things in them, right, Chief? The department is grateful to Excel Energy for facilitating and allowing this unique training opportunity. You also got a trailer fire this morning, the guys got. Good job. I was concerned that it would spread in that community. That's tight spaces. In health, the Mayor's Blue Ribbon Commission on Addiction will host a Take Back Tuesday event tomorrow at 1 to 4 p.m. on the sidewalk outside the main entrance to the Fargo Cass Public Health. The event allows the residents to dispose of unused and unwanted over-the-counter and prescription medicines, which helps protect the environment and keep those drugs off the street. It was interesting. We had a report from the Blue Ribbon panel, and the two major healthcare facilities in town have done an effort to decrease opioid usage. And by prescribing habits, they've dropped it 32%. So, John, that's impressive that people have changed how they write opioids. In our community, we're seeing less use of opioids, so that's fantastic. The Fargo Public Health has produce in its garden boxes ready to be harvested. The boxes are located near the main entrance, and plantings this year include lettuce, spinach, kale, tomatoes, peppers, cilantro, basil, chocolate mint, parsley, and chives. Neighbors and community members are invited to harvest from the boxes that have the ready-to-pick marker. Some of the harvest items also will be gathered and placed inside the building. Thank you, Fargo Public Health. Some summer reading program highlights at the library during the next couple of weeks include a history hunt, a talent show, a science of sound event at Graham Willey, craft classes, a free movie night, and a visit from Christine Seifert, writer of Factory Girls, a kaleidoscopic account of the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire. Firemen probably want to go to that one. The library also is participating in a weekend Party at the Park events, and will have tables set up at Streets Alive on June 24th, and the police department is planning its annual picnic on June 26th. I assume that's Island Park? Yep. The police department is also looking at redistricting and redesigning beats to better balance the calls for service and to better meet the demands driven by growth and development of the city. You'll have those maps up sometime for the public, Chief? On your website? Yep, okay. Chief Todd also wants to thank Amy Kingszett for her efforts in organizing and representing the police department at the torch run and opening ceremonies for the Special Olympics, which were held last week in Fargo. The police department, along with law enforcement, did a torch run to bring the torch in for it, and the people who participated had a great time. It's been a strong event for Special Olympics. Their 50th one, right, Chief? Yeah. And the Fargo police officers have received effective police interactions with youth training. The department is first in the state to train entire department as opposed to only training specialty positions. Chief Todd recognized this as a training that is important for all officers, as oftentimes a youth's first interaction with the police is at the patrol level. The training offers information on how to better understand youth behavior, practical strategies for interacting with young people in a positive way, and options for getting the youth the education and resources they need to keep them out of the justice system. So this would help with my teenager son? That's good. Everybody's trained now, right? Yep, good. Chief Todd also reports the first week of the Fargo Police Summer Camp has concluded, and 21 students were able to participate in events at TNT's Kids Fitness and Gymnastics and Elevate Rock School, as well as other character skill building activities. It was very successful. Now on the screen, you have it up there, Greg? You will see a photo on the screen, bike racks spelling out Fargo in the American Sign Language that were installed in the corner of Broadway and 2nd Avenue North. The public art project was funded by the Mayor's Social Fund and was a collaborative effort involving the Planning and Development Department, MetroCog, and local community members. Artists Jeff Knight, welder Betty Holm, and members of the Deaf Friendly Fargo will have official unveiling of the project at 1 p.m. on June 24th to coincide with Streets Alive. and we now have a place where people may take more pictures than the Fargo Theater.